Hey everyone, Brian here, and I am back doing the intro for this week's return back to Monsters Heart with our special guest GM, Wesley from over at Thornvale. And before we go into the episode recap for this week's episode, this week's promo is brought to us by Fear Action Cry, so let's give that a listen now.
What happens when you take 5 podcast aficionados and you throw them into a world of mystery and monsters? Well, you cry about it.
She's gonna kind of like walk her feet up the wall and try to push her arms out, like using her leg strength to like push against the wall to break the chains.
Realizing the predicament that he's in, he's just gonna take his hands off and slip the chains off and put them back on.
So he just slams his wrist against the shackles, and then using that little bit of pain, he phases through them.
So can I summon like a hammer and break my chains?
You could summon a hammer and break the chains off the wall.
Yes.
I would also like attention.
What you've done is you have Falcon punched this guy in the jaw, dislocated it, and sent your fist and fragments of his jaw into the other one's eyes, literally killing both of them.
Roll for guilt.
I have no guilt.
I just wanted to give everyone a little bit of life.
Tendrils just come alive, and they stretch out to grab this thing. So basically, they just snatch it from 2 legs on each side away from the, I guess you can call them allies, and they just start munching on them.
Free Action Cry is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast, and you can find it on your podcatcher of choice. Come check us out.
We are back in the world of Monster Hearts with our trio Earl, Greta, and Burt, and last we left them they were investigating something going on in the men's room at the school. So let's not keep you waiting any longer and start the show.
So I don't have anything on my person that be considered usable for reaching, right? Because I don't necessarily want to directly touch said person, right?
Poke them with your foot.
Well, it seems like this
Present your toes.
It seems like this person might not have even heard you. It seems like they are completely focused on whatever it is they're doing in front.
Okay, so then Earl is just gonna take his foot and he's gonna tap the son of a bitch on the shoulder with his foot.
Okay, and I think like instantly.
Oh Jesus!
They don't stand, but they stop.
You shit!
They stop, and then you hear this very long, very deep. They're breathing in.
Oh shit! Earl's gonna be like real quickly. Earl's like, "Sir, I don't know what's going on, but what we're trying to have."
And in that moment,
Shit!
this person turns towards you, reaches out.
Oh God, I'm dead.
And tries to. They're going for your arm. Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll against them to see if they manage to catch your arm or not.
What are we using for this?
I don't actually think the book has a specific set for. Well, this would be to. Or actually no. Since you're not attacking, it would not be lash out, would it? It would be to. I mean, basically, you're attempting to still run away. In which case, so that would be. Hold on, let me look this up. Sorry.
Oh, runaway is also roll of volatile.
Okay, so
It is. That's right. So you would be rolling volatile to even run. So you're trying to avoid this, which means flee, which means volatile. Yep.
I got a 5 + 3 - 1.
8, 7.
Yeah.
Ooh, mixed. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh Lord.
All right. Let me just roll this and see what comes up.
Demon mommy, save me now.
Oh.
Oh no.
This is a. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep rolling as if my NPCs have stats. They don't. Never mind. Okay. So what happens is you can see that this thing out from the sleeves come these white terribly pale hands, and they reach out. They get you by the arm, and you can see this thing is trying to like forcibly pull you in closer by the arm, and then you, in your desperation to escape, start to fight against it, and the cloth on your shirt kind of rips, and you manage to escape, but not before, along that same arm that it had a hold of, it has managed to scratch very deeply, and you will take 2 points damage.
Oh boy, he's like halfway dead.
Yeah. Oh God.
And this thing has turned and seen you, and in the action of turning, it's the hood has fallen away, and you recall, some of you might recall seeing back in your home room, actually, one of the others there was a guy named Tyler Powell, and he was one of the main jocks on the football team, right? He's this big, usually a biggish guy, but you're looking at, from what you can see of him now, he looks really dehydrated, really kind of even emaciated-ish, and like his skin has this white pallor on it. His eyes have gone this like amber or like slitted yellow-ish, and he's turning and he's looking at all of you. I mean, he's looking at all of you like you've just provided him the biggest buffet in the world, right? And if one of you doesn't do something, like I think he's gonna try to rush out the door towards you guys.
Okay, well, Burt has been reluctantly relaying to his crew to put him down on the ground. He's like, use my legs. Boo. So, and he's telling them to go grab the guy. Burt doesn't want to touch him.
No.
Okay. And I'm sorry, but does your don't you have a thing where if you get one of your sidekicks to fight for you, you get +1 forward or something? I'm trying to look at it here.
Oh no, I don't have that move. I do know the one that you're talking about.
Or yeah, but I'm just trying to.
Well, so I have something that might help if we meet a certain set of requirements, Brian. Or
okay, I actually know what you're saying, because I'm trying to hear. So I guess you could say I'm trying to relay specific thoughts. So I'm going to be gazing into the abyss about it, and that adds 1 to my roll.
Okay, and
well, so I have Master of the Inferno, which means that if you fight for me, so when a main or side character fights for you, they inflict a minimum harm equal to your hot stat, which my hot stat is 2.
Oh. Okay, but if you're gazing into the abyss, I believe you will have to actually roll.
Yes, I will gladly do this. What do I roll?
Rolling bones.
Let me check that, because I know it's in here somewhere. Yes, you roll with dark.
Okay, so let me gaze into the abyss real quick. I got a 7.
Okay, that is a mixed success, which means what you see are these visions that tell you different things. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. Either the visions are confusing and alarming, the visions are lucid and detailed, but they leave you with the condition of drain.
Oh, I got my crew. I'm going for the second option. I'm going for the second one. I have my crew.
Okay, you're gonna be drained. Got it. And just flavor-wise, paint me a picture. What does this look like when you gaze into the abyss? Is it like unconsciousness, or what does it look like?
Oh, actually, when Burt gazes into the abyss, his eyes turn pure black.
Whoa, okay, got it. Ooh, all right.
And to really add some more flavor for you, in Burt's mind, it's like Get Out. It's as if he's going into falling down into just like blackness.
Okay.
And then just lots of images will like appear around him. And that's how he gets to you.
Okay. All right. So you did get a mixed success. So what I'm going to tell you, what I'll tell you is, these are all like, think of it like you're seeing them through a cracked mirror or a cracked camera lens, right? They're all broken up and you can't really tell how they work. But what you're seeing, at one point, you see the outskirts of town, maybe not far from where the where the old mine is, but this is different. You're seeing the mine as if it were in complete and well working order. We've got miners, we've got carts of coal coming up, we've got everything. You also see that house up on the hill over the town, broken up into pieces, but you can kind of infer that that's what you're looking at. But then the other thing you see that's a little bit confusing is that you see a person, but you can't exactly tell who they are. You can't hear them, you can't see them. It's like they have a blur effect over them. You can't even see, but you're hearing this kind of echoey sort of voice that says they never appreciated me. They never cared about me, but oh, they will care now. I will make sure of that. And then it just zooms out and disappears. Poof, gone, and you come back to yourself. And we're gonna cut. Well, actually, first I'm gonna deal with Earl because were you attacking on behalf of Earl by your crew?
Yes.
Okay, that lends him a +2, I think, or +1.
So his base damage can be no less than 2 if he's fighting for me.
Okay.
Because they inflict a minimum harm equal to your hot stat, and my hot stat is 2.
Ooh.
So if he does that, then he gets 2 base.
All right, then that's a base one. But then, are you going to roll for damage too to actually injure this thing?
Me or Brian?
What would I need to roll?
No, you.
Oh yeah, that would be you.
Or are you just going to say he got? Or are you just going to lend for 2 damage or roll to attack?
I'll roll to attack, and then if Brian wants to attack, then he'll automatically have 2 damage that he can do.
Okay,
perfect.
So let's see what I get on the lash out, because that's a -1.
I got my plan, and I got an alternative interpretation of what I'm doing. Just throw at you, Wesley. Just be prepared.
All right.
I'm scared. What is Greta doing?
That's worrisome. He keeps on looking up and down, up and down.
So fun times in the neighborhood. I got a 1.
Oh!
Because I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 and a 1, and I have a -1. So I can mark some experience, but it's probably not going to matter because I'm going to die.
I mean, I'm going to be nice. I like your character. I'm not going to kill you.
Yet.
But yeah, you guys haven't had any sort of granted, you haven't gained that much harm, but you have been harmed and you haven't made a point of fixing it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you or actually, you know what? I'm gonna lay a condition on you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that because of this and your failure to attack, I am gonna say that this and you were attempting to attack it and failed, right? You were trying to go at it.
Yes.
Okay. Then I think that you already have that scratch, and I think what happens is that it actually lunges forward towards you. It's not what you expect when you swing at it, and I mean it doesn't last, but it manages to get its teeth into you. It takes out a piece. It takes out a piece of you, and I'm not gonna say that's damage, but I have my own idea. So we're gonna move on from you for right now.
And I don't know what the condition is.
Well, the condition for right now, I'm gonna say, is bitten.
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna turn into some extra creature, so I'm gonna be a devil zombie or some shit.
But moving on, let's go back around to Greta, who's been outside the window this whole time. What the heck is she doing after?
I'm gonna try to turn. I know this would technically be a manipulate an NPC, but I wanna argue that what Greta's about to do is also incredibly hot, so I feel like it would also be turn someone on.
Oh, okay. Who are you attempting to turn on here?
Mr. Football Player / zombie. Because
what? Okay. Why?
This is my theory on it. Greta is going to do that action movie thing because she's hanging out from the window. She's gonna hop back, throw her skateboard through the window, and then kind of try to flip in there and land with Ash / Bruce Campbell. What's that line I'm thinking of? There's a line he says.
Wait. Which scene are you thinking of?
I know it's from Army of Darkness.
Oh, damn it. I can quote part 2 for days. That one's hard.
Or maybe it was part 2. I just remember it was like when she's like, and she kind of lands to the crowd. She was like, come on, man. Or like, she's like, is he dark? Come on, let's dance.
It's come on, baby, let's dance. Okay, all right, then roll to see how terribly erotic he finds this pose you're doing. Bert's just gonna be like, what the fuck is she doing? I'm not looking at it, but I'm guessing it actually worked.
It's a 3!
Oh shit.
What is with these rolls? Oh, okay.
I just realized that I had a move I should have taken.
Let me just take a look at this here. Because yeah, I have an idea. But let me yeah. Roll on a 3. Oh wow, they actually don't have a they don't have a listing for what happens on a failure. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, for ease of everything, that I don't think this guy has enough brain power left to even understand what you're doing. So to him, all you have done is provide him with another target, and he's gonna go at you.
Okay, I have a plan for this, actually.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he's gonna rush up at you and try to take a swing at you. Roll, and I don't think any of you have landed a solid hit on this guy, or if you're trying to attack him, or you are allowed to run away, by the way, if you need to. Okay,
so I think I'm gonna actually lash out because I feel like even though I didn't turn on this zombie, what if I just put. I'm just saying, I warned you about Brian, but I was the real monster.
Yeah. I mean, he's already. Oh man. Ugh.
Sean, it might be too late to ask you this, but are you fighting for Daddy Devil?
Oh yeah, I'm drawing attention away from you.
I think it's too late for that.
I will rule that it's too late. I'm sorry. Nope.
Because I think she's going to lash out, and she actually left herself the perfect thing, because I feel like as she's lashing out by dropping on her back as it comes, and she's going to try to kick into it and throw it.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll for it.
All right. Now, if I fail this is going to be amazing, because I have 2 on this one. Okay, I have a partial success.
Was that an 8 or a 7 or a 9?
8.
Okay.
At least on my side.
Let me take a look here. There should be a listing of... Okay. Oh, apparently I don't have this one in my notes. Here, give me 1 second. Because I think it's going to be one of those exchange of harm or something like that. But
yeah, it's like in a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose 1. They gain 1 string on you. They could deal 1 harm to you for free if they want to, or you become your darkest self. So.
Actually, I mean, this sounds like a becoming your darkest self moment. Oh no, a little bit. Let me just read that through 1 second, because this is right at the beginning. I kind of don't want to do that right now. Yeah, I'll just say that they'll gain a string on you. You kick them, and they you're also going to be guilty of damaging of school property now, because you just was the window open because you jumped in?
No, she threw her skateboard through. To be dramatic.
Okay, right. So the window was open, or did you break through it with the skateboard?
I broke through it with a skateboard because I feel like she kind of tossed the skateboard through it, and then she swung in.
Okay. Then yeah. He gets kicked, and there's serious power behind this kick. He goes flying out. He goes flying out the window, and you were fairly you were not terribly high, but let's say second floor, so it's a little bit of a fall. And he disappears out the window. Does anybody check outside afterwards, or what sort of reaction is there after this impromptu scuffle with this thing?
Well, because Burt was so drained, he's got his arms around Riff Raff, and Columbia's spanning him, give him air, but they take him to the window so he can look out.
Okay. You look out, and you just saw this thing fall. There is nothing there.
Oh, son of a bitch.
There is nothing there. There Like this thing, like it's gone. It fell out of the window and it's gone.
Guys, it pulled a Michael Myers.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah. So and I'm curious. This will help inform future decisions. Are any of you aware of each other's alternate natures, or are you all keeping it to yourselves, or just certain people? Because this is something I want to leave up to you guys.
Oh, Burt is very open about what
he
doesn't understand what he is, but he is open about what he is.
I mean, I think I would think that Earl would be, especially because of Greta and Burt were the two people that Earl hung out with the most or trusted the most. Then I think like they would know.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I think they would know what my darkest self is, even though my darkest self is it can get kind of crazy.
Okay. All right. So they know. All right.
I think people think Greta is some kind of mafia princess, actually.
Okay.
Like there's something off about her family, but they don't openly say they hunt monsters in the community with monsters. So, but everyone knows that they have all this money, and she's always talking about how her family will take care of this problem or something. Or
all right. Okay.
So, for the best example of what people think Burt is if you've ever played Earthbound, if you remember the Mother 3, the species of alien, and that with the pink hair, that's what they all think Burt is.
Okay. All right. So how do your characters react to this whole thing that just happened?
I think Earl's like, son of a bitch, that damn thing, it fucking bit me. And I don't know what in the hell that thing is, but fucking bit me.
First thing Burt's going to do is turn to Earl and go, okay, first of all, that's hot. Number 2, let's get that washed out.
I feel like Greta's picking up her skateboard and she's kind of holding it by the front wheels against her arm. So it's almost like a bracer.
Okay.
/ Tompa something or other. It might be the first time they might notice that both of the ends of the skateboard are reinforced with metal.
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Oh, very nice.
All right. So then a window was just smashed out. So you can hear like running down the hall, running feet. So are you going to try to bolt out of there before they catch you in there? Are you going out the window? What are you doing?
So I could attempt to tempt the person, manipulate whoever it is, and tempt them into doing something.
Wait.
For me in exchange for something.
So if Burt's idea doesn't work, I feel for that. But Burt looks at Riff Raff and goes, "Quick, distraction plan Delta!" Riff Raff strips nude and goes running through the hallway.
Oh shit!
I mean, is there going to be I'll go with that if that is what we want to do here.
I feel like Greta is taking out a lighter and was halfway up towards. Moving it up towards a fire, one of the fire sprinklers, to see this happen, and her face goes red, and she looks away.
I think Earl's like, "Damn, boy, why you naked?"
Because naked solves everything.
So yeah, just for the sheer absurdity of the left fieldness of that idea. Yeah, I think you hear a knock on the door very loudly. It's your homeroom teacher, Mr. Nelson. What's going on? And then he's bowled over as your little underling just goes bolting out of there. And there's this like small group of students that have been attracted by this, of course, including Sable and Sasha, because their personal idols are in there. What's going on, right? And
what?
I think you hear Earl. I think you hear Earl yell from out of the bathroom, like, "That boy shit his pants! Somebody help him! Find that boy some clothes! They don't got no shit in them!"
Okay.
Can Greta roll and run away and climb out the window?
You want to run away? Let's roll. See if you can make it out the window.
Yeah, she's not getting caught in the men's room. There's too many questions in our life.
All right, roll it then.
All right, so let's run away. Watch me fail this. Will this be my highest stat?
You can do it. Oh, that's a full success, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You did it. And I think that's one where you can just do what you wanted to do to very good effect.
I think everyone just looks back and Greta's Batmaned out on them.
Yeah, they're gone. So now the other two are in there. Are they just gonna try to, or actually, the distraction provided by Riffraff, I think, has caused at least the teacher and most of the other students to follow him. But I think Sable and Sasha are both still there because they're like, where are our personal idols here? Where are they? And so do the other two, do you guys just kind of saunter your way out, like, don't bother about us, we're fine?
Oh yeah, Earl's gonna walk out, do his little Joe Dirt hair flip, right? And he's gonna look at them both and he's gonna be like, some weird shit just went down? Don't worry about it. We're good. And he's just gonna keep on walking.
Okay, and trailing after you is Sable, kind of catching you by the shoulder as you walk. Like, what? So what happened? What happened? Tell me everything. It was like this weird thing that happened. I don't know what happened. So she's following after you. Yeah,
and I think like quietly you just hear them both, as they both fade off into like the sunset. Like Earl drapes his arm around her. And it's just just mildly talking to her about bullshit as they walk away. And you just kind of trail off.
She's nodding. She's nodding and murmuring to herself like you're imparting the secrets of the universe to her. Because she thinks you're so cool. Okay, what about Burt? Because Sasha is there. Your girlfriend is right there. What are you do? Because she does kind of the same thing for you when you come out with your two other entourage members. She just kind of throws herself into your arms. She's like, oh my gosh, I heard the window broke. What happened? Are you hurt? Are you okay? And she's doing the, are you okay? I'm checking your face, your hair, your eyeshadow. Is there anything fine?
Burt's just like, oh my god, it's the worst. He goes, hold on real quick, Sasha. He snaps his fingers and Columbia drops a little pulls a curtain in front of him and then pulls it away, and now Burt's in a different outfit. Oh, that's much better. These clothes were dated by a few minutes. But no, I'm good.
And she's just like, yeah, her eyes have gone huge, and she's just like, oh, you're amazing. And I think she just standing in the hall, no big deal. I think she just pulls you in, and she just plants her mouth right there, like it's a thing.
Oh, perfect. It's like, yeah. So Burt plants the most seductive deep kiss on her, and then goes, let's follow behind Earl, because there's something about Earl that it's never a dull time without.
Yeah, and she kind of raises her eyebrow, because to hear someone described that way, never a dull time, she always ascribed that to you, because you literally just.
Were you saying this loud enough for Earl to hear, Brian?
Oh yeah, of course.
So I think Earl's gonna respond back like, hell yeah, baby, we always have a good time. Woo!
And yeah, so they're out the window, okay, and I think Helen and Penny, both of them are gone. They didn't see any of this. Okay, so if there's nothing else that we want to do in this moment, we're gonna jump ahead a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's roll.
Just for the ease of time, I apologize. I can get into stuff and then I realize, oh yeah, I need to actually move the story, don't I?
If we have to do another session for it too, Wesley, we can do that. We're cool. I mean,
well, I don't think we'll have to, but I always like the faster paced stuff too. Like you gotta reach the equilibrium. Is it moving fast enough? Is it moving too slow? Which the players are better judges than me. But so I think that night everything. Actually, we're gonna jump to that evening. And remember, Helen said that the party was tomorrow night, not tonight, right? So I think all of you return to your respective homes and tell me if I'm incorrect about this, but I think Burt either has parents who are just as odd as he is, or the exact opposite. Parents who have no idea what to do with this, because they are the most straight-laced humans in the world, and they have him.
I like to think that Burt inherited his way from his parents.
Okay.
Because I would like to think that they were members of Parliament. So, of course, Burt's going to be the way he is when his parents were a member of one of the greatest funk bands in the world.
All right. Okay. And Greta returns to her family home, and I think both her parents are, or I'm sorry, that was part of your story, wasn't it? You were gonna have. Does she have parents?
She does have parents. Like the marked by the supernatural is more that they've been dwelling in magic. I feel like it's kind of like they've been dwelling in a magic enough that like it may look the wrappings on her arms, they may look like they're hiding tattoos, but they're birthmark and they're like magical runes.
Okay. All right. And what about Earl? I'd like to think that Earl is either a solo, being what he actually is, or possibly just his mother, given his given the origin.
So I think that it's more of a like it's just Earl.
Ah.
Like I think he has some issues with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was the best way for him to maintain sanity and to not viciously murder his mom.
Got it. All right. Like you do. Got it.
Yeah. We devils, we're not very nice. Generally we're most solo creatures. So, can't stay around too long.
Okay.
So I think it's just like a single bedroom little, nothing fancy or anything like that, but it's nice.
Okay.
But it's all redneck decor. Like, he's got like a bear skin on the floor, like there's shit mounted on the walls, like the whole nine.
Okay.
The shit's labeled. This is moose shit. This is wolf shit.
It's just labeled shit.
All kinds of different, like all kinds of random just shit.
That's what's on the fridge. All kinds of random shit.
Okay. Then I think we're gonna stay with Earl for a few minutes here, because if you recall, I gave him a condition, and I think this is gonna be when it starts to actually show up, because he's knocked out at the end of the day here, and it's crickets are outside, it's dark. I was gonna have him outside when he was a werewolf. Never mind that, because I like this idea a little better. And as he's asleep, I would guess that unpleasant dreams are not an odd thing for him, given what he is. But these flashes that he keeps getting are not usual for him. He is picking up flashes of a very dark place. He can't pick out where it is. He's picking up smells that are kind of odd. Very, very coppery. Could be blood, maybe. And then he keeps seeing flashes of that of the creature from earlier that day, of what it is, and he's not sure what. But the odd thing is that at one point he's in this like black nothing, and out of this step creature, but it doesn't look like it did before. It looks like the jock football player that he was before, and I can't remember. I gave him a name. My gosh, I can't remember. But anyway, he looks like he normally would look, but then he speaks, and the voice that comes out of him is very different, and he says, "Another to join us," and just fades away into nothing. And after that, we're gonna jump over to that evening at Greta's, because Greta has returned, and if her family has been monster hunting for however long, then does she have any sort of like she comes in, and her parents are there, and they kind of very offhand, like as they would in any given day. Hey honey, how was school?
She's like, about a zombie, right? Well, you think she posits maybe a zombie. Very white, scratches, but I don't know. It was feral. It wasn't. I think she says she's kind of struggling. Wasn't lumbering. Was more feral.
And I think your dad, what's her last name? I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Jaeger.
Jaeger. Your dad, Thomas Jaeger. He turns to you with this kind of sharp look, and he's like, "You actually came across one of the others. Wait right there, just a moment." And he disappears down into the basement, and he comes up with this really dusty book, leather bound, old looking, and he sits it down there, and he starts to flip the pages, and he's like, "Okay, give me that description again. I'll see if I can look something up here. Give it to me."
Very pale, almost white, dehydrated, almost.
Dehydrated.
Didn't like feral, not like lumbering like zombie, not Romero zombie, more like Resident Evil zombie. Like, wait, well, not even those. Like the bioweapons were like kind of like the kind you, if you look straight up, you would see him climbing across the ceiling and then lunging.
Ooh. And I think in the kitchen in the next room, you hear your mother, let's say Martha Jaeger. You hear her, and you could smell the chocolate chip cookies from the kitchen are being baked, and she just pops her head around to say, could be a zombie, but there are a few others that could fit. Happy studying! And she disappears back into the kitchen to make her chocolate chip cookies.
I think she thinks about it. Goes, the guy was I knew they were a jock, but that helps. I don't know if that it was weird. They were actually, it was actually weird. We actually followed them. It wasn't like they weren't attacking. Like, we actually saw them like moving around the school weirdly. And
we who? Who's we?
Mr. Fancy Pants and the Devil gone down to Georgia.
And they nod. They know exactly who you're talking about. and I think they'll like, the dad kind of cracks a smile, and he looks at her and he says, "We've struck a truce of sorts, but you're there to keep a watch on them. You remember that, don't you?"
Yeah, I know. I had to abide by the law of the land. The person went into the men's bathroom. I did what you did, and I fought.
Oh, no, not them. Not whatever that thing is. Those two friends of yours. And he kind of does the...
Oh, no. I mean, they went in the bathroom after it. I had to climb. I had to go through the window.
Through the window?
Yeah.
You didn't, by any chance, break it, did you?
And then I think she actually holds up the skateboard, and she has that small smile again. And she's like, "The reinforcement worked." And she kind of smiles.
And he kind of laughs. He's like, "You see, I told you. You thought it wouldn't do you any good, and look what happened, huh?" And he's like, "All right, well, your mother's right. It could be that or something else. I'll do a little more looking here, see what I can dig out from the archives. I might be able to find you something else. But in the meantime, I hear from the Markin family, her parents are leaving for some kind of a trip. If anything knows about that would be the school. What's going on?"
Oh, I'm not sure. I know she's having a party tonight.
Ooh. Well, this would be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah, and he says, she might not have as much pull as she used to since somebody showed up, but going, I suppose.
I think at that she kind of like has a silent smile, a silent smile that kind of grows bigger and bigger. She's not saying it. I feel like she's kind of like, she's like a kid. She looks like a kid with a secret.
Okay. And then he's like, "All right, well, any sort of social event like this, a lot of people will be there, probably possibly even more monsters than we know of. So you make sure you have a way to go, because you need to keep a watch always."
I will. I actually got an invite, surprisingly.
Really? Well,
I think everyone did.
Well, not surprising considering current state, I suppose. But if anything happens, you let us know. We'll outfit you well, okay?
She nods. Oh no. Dad, Burt got scratched. Should I go?
Oh no, it was Earl who got scratched.
Oh no, Earl. Sorry. Burt makes me think of Mullet. I'm sorry, Brian.
Burt would never grace himself. You think he's going to do something himself?
Oh, Earl did get scratched. Should I, she kind of makes fingers like, should I break into his house and check?
he kind of he gets this puzzled look. He's like, well, I mean, depending on what it is, it might not affect him, or it might. Let me do some looking here, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Right?
All right. Thank you, Father.
Wow. I guess Burt was right. Naked solves everything. And what are these crazy students going to get into next? They have already had a bathroom brawl with a zombie. And what can we expect with the party coming the next night? Well, you all are going to have to wait till next week's episode. And if you have enjoyed the show, remember to leave us a review. It really helps us in the long end. And to follow us on Twitter at Dungeons and Pop. And if you would like to talk with the cast, you can find us on the Cast Junkie Discord server. Or even join our Discord social channel. Who knows, you might find yourself in our next game because we are out to play with everyone. So everyone, till the next one.